Hello, I'm Mickey Ferris. I'm Executive Director and co-founder of Infant Crisis Services. Welcome to our very first ever virtual Triple Crown Tea. We have hosted this event for several years, and I always enjoy getting to see everyone's hats and cute fascinators and being able to share the story of what we're doing at Infant Crisis Services. And this year it's a little bit different, but we're still going to have lots of fun, and you get to see my hat. Even with all the changes to keep everyone healthy and safe, I think you're going to enjoy today, and you're going to hear some great stories about what we're doing to continue helping babies and toddlers in times of crisis. To start us off, I'd like to turn it over to our fabulous co-chairs, Christy Coyle and Susan Jordan. Take it away, Christy and Susan.
Hi, I'm Susan Davis Jordan, and I'm one of the co-chairs along with my dear friend Christy Coyle for this year's Triple Crown Tea benefiting Infant Crisis Services. While we were sad that we couldn't all be together to admire everybody's fabulous hats, we can still get together virtually to celebrate the work this organization does and raise money for it. They are serving infants and toddlers every day with essential items like food, diapers, and formula. So sit back, relax, pour yourself a cup of tea, and enjoy being virtual.
Hi there, I'm Christy Coyle, one of the co-chairs of the Triple Crown Tea, which of course is virtual this year, with my buddy Susan Jordan. As Susan mentioned earlier, we would love to be with you guys. We would love to check out your hats and check out your fascinators and maybe have a cup of tea. But since we can't, we're asking you to get all duded up at home and jump on social media and use the hashtag Derby for Diapers, and don't forget to tag us at Infant Crisis. I don't know about you, but I've been dressed in a couple months, so I'm kind of out of my element here. But we have more important things to talk about than my grooming habits. We're here to raise money for an organization that takes care of our littlest, most vulnerable people in our community, the babies. So please, just take a minute, sit down, put your feet up, watch, and donate.
Thank you, Christy and Susan, for all of your hard work leading up to this event, and thank you for your big heart for the babies. We've all experienced a whirlwind of changes over the last couple of months. Some of them are big, like not being able to visit a friend or family member in the hospital, and some small, like not being able to keep our nail appointments. As confusing and difficult as this has been for us as adults, imagine what it is in the eyes of a child. All of a sudden, your whole life is upside down. You're no longer going to your Head Start preschool program. You're not getting to see your teachers and your friends. You're not getting that breakfast and lunch that you normally get at school. You're home with your mom and dad now, and at the first it's pretty neat. You're enjoying it. But soon you notice that mom and dad are mad and even sad. They begin fighting. There's not enough money and there's nothing in the refrigerator. Now imagine that you get in the car with your family and you drive to a building where you get several sacks full of food, formula, and diapers. You drive back home and everybody in the family seems happier. Your mom and dad are happier, your baby brother's not crying because he's got a dry diaper and a full tummy, and you go to bed that night with a full tummy as well. We're glad to be a part of turning this story around for so many families in our community. This is a simple story, but one that is playing out all over our city right now. Infant Crisis Services is there for these families in their time of need. We do that by providing essential items for babies and toddlers in need. And lately, we've been seeing a lot more babies and toddlers come to our office. But we're ready to help because it's always been our mission to feed and diaper needy babies and toddlers in times of crisis. I want to show you what that looks like right now. So if you've ever been to our office before, you know that we usually greet our clients on our sunny waiting room and invite them back to our boutique for the parents to shop and to the playroom for the kids to play. We hope to be back there soon, but right now, the important thing is the safety of our tiny clients. So on March 12th, we decided to close our boutique and playroom, and we are now serving our clients by drive-through. As you can see, each child still receives a week's worth of food, formula, and diapers without the unnecessary exposure. We've been here helping kiddos throughout the entire pandemic because, quite frankly, Infant Crisis Services was made for times like this. And now I have the pleasure of introducing you to a prior client, Twinette Jackson. She knows what it's like to need help, and she knows what it's like to give help. I'll let her tell you a little bit about her experience right now.
Hello, my name is Twinette Jackson Moore. I'm the mother of 6 wonderful children, 4 that are grown and 2 that are 16 years old. I'm proud to work security for Oklahoma City Thunder and Tri-Corps Security. On March 2nd, the entire Thunder organization volunteered at Infant Crisis Services. It was a meaningful day of service. I enjoyed seeing my team working hands-on to help our community. It was an extra special day for me because that actually wasn't my first visit to the Infant Crisis Center. I first heard about Infant Crisis Services in 1998. My children and I had moved back to Oklahoma City from Germany, where my ex-husband was stationed with the military. I received a referral from DHS about Infant Crisis Services being able to help me with diapers, formula, and food. When I arrived to the Infant Crisis Center, I was encouraged by the tremendous positive spirit and volunteers. It was so encouraging to talk with other moms and know that people genuinely just wanted to help. Wow, Infant Crisis Services has grown tremendously since 1998. As my situation improved, I made sure I gave back by donating. When people see me on the court floor working at the Thunder games, they don't know my story. They don't know how hard I worked to get where I'm at today. It is possible to turn negative situations around. Thank you for watching, and please support Infant Crisis Services. Thank you for being an active part of our community. I hope you can see from my story how much your support can mean to a family who needs a little help. You can make a difference. Thank you.
She's a people's person, very talkative. She reminds me of myself. I wasn't expecting to be pregnant. I was already in a domestic situation with Ava's father. That's not something I want her to be around. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and 2 days later, I was on a plane. I had Ava's stroller, I had her, a suitcase for me, a suitcase for her, and my ticket. It was a lot of fear that I wasn't gonna be able to take care of Ava the way I needed to. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to pull through. We made it to Oklahoma. I showed up. Amanda and everybody was there.
My name is Amanda Howell. I have been with Infant Crisis Services for 3 years, and I'm the manager of communications. She definitely needed clothing for Ava. She needed diapers.
They gave me a whole bunch of stuff for my baby. They gave me some diapers and wipes and bottles.
A week's worth of formula, some toys, a walker.
It was the perfect moment. Words can't even describe. They made me feel like I was human again.
To hear her share her feelings was such a help and a benefit to me to know that I wasn't the only one that felt that way. When we went to this 6-month well child check, my husband wrote that I needed to talk about postpartum depression.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't even have a clue. I thought actually I was just going through that all by myself.
I just thought it would go away on its own, and it didn't.
So it made everything intense. It made everything just, that's how we connected. Our similar situations. She really is like a sister to me. She's kind of a rock.
So Infant Crisis Services helps families with essentials for their children. Basically, when people come to Infant Crisis Services, they're going to leave with everything they need for a week for their baby. There's so much in Rashana's life that's unknown. We want to remove that uncertainty for moms.
When I look at Ava, I feel joy. The whole luggage load, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm so moved by that message, and I'm sure you were touched as well. It just gets me every single year. Thank you for watching, thank you for sharing, and thank you for supporting Infant Crisis Services.
Hi, I'm Callie Merritt, a board member at ICS and a mom of 3. I have a son named Ketch and twins Kathy and Klein, who were born at 26 weeks. 3 weeks after they were born, my son Klein contracted meningitis in the NICU. We were transferred to Children's Hospital, where we found out that his situation was a little rougher than we initially thought. He had a grade 3 brain bleed and hydrocephaly, which is the swelling of the ventricles in his brain as a result of the meningitis. He had a VP shunt placed to relieve the pressure. From there, he continued to have some health setbacks. He had a heart surgery, esophagus malformation surgery, and a feeding tube placed. He was released from the NICU after 10 months, and his sister was released 6 months prior to that. So we've been home now for a little over 2 months and are settling in. It makes us even more, I think, aware of the constant need for diapers and wipes and formula and the things that we tend to take for granted, that not everyone has the ability to run out and buy whenever things run low. And I think that is why I have such a passion for Infant Crisis and what they do. They have the same mission that I feel strongly about as a parent, that no baby should wonder, if they're going to get a full bottle the next time, or if they're going to have to sit in that dirty diaper for too long. And I think that we can all share in the fact that, the littlest in our state should not have to go without any of basic necessities. So if you all would join with me and give financially from your heart to a wonderful cause, there is a link in the caption below. Infant Crisis is completely privately funded. So everything in and out of those doors is because of people with hearts like yours. It is absolutely necessary for us to have donations to continue to do the work that we do. We are beyond grateful for every person, every cent. It doesn't matter how little or how much, everything that is donated matters. Thank you for all that you do for us.
It's up to all of us. We can all pitch in and make a difference in the life of a child today.
On behalf of the babies, thank you.